For many, I don't blame them if they see it as something that's not becoming a template for just paste and copy and paste. But you can't also say that the police doesn't know what it's doing. It's only doing its job. And it says it got credible intelligence that that rally, which is to be organized to support and honor the birthday of Peter Obi, could be infiltrated. Hence, where we are now. Some people are beginning to see this as a political move to try and discredit Peter Obi or to dampen the spirits and the support that he's getting at the moment. He's well supported, especially amongst young people. You cannot deny that fact. So now there's the Edo State situation, and now we're hearing of the Kaduna State situation. Well, in this case, he did not say that he cannot come to Kaduna State, but people who were planning to put up a support rally for him to honor him and celebrate his birthday may have to have a rethink. Now, the big question is, there's also the, what's the word now, relationship that Peter Obi has been having with Coalition ADC. How that is also going to affect its profile is a huge question. And it's now in the place of, do you believe that young people would still stand and support Peter Obi if by chance at any point in the future he decides to join the ADC? At the moment, he says he's still in the Labour Party, but he's been at coalition meetings and says he supports the idea of the coalition. But if he decides to join, would he still have the support of young people, the kind of followership he has? Would people still find him to be credible? Would that affect his personality in any way? On the show this morning, I'm going to speak with the National Director, Strategic Communication and Media for the Obidient Movement. Seven 923-0002, 0817-923-0007 and 0817-923-0002. You can also send in WhatsApp messages. Use the WhatsApp number 0809-0306-416. That's the WhatsApp number. Your name, where you're calling us from, and please keep it very short. You go straight to the point. Good morning. Yeah, good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Chima. I'm from Lokuta.
All right, Chima, you'd have to speak up. You sound really low.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, of course. Go on.
In as much as the Edo State governor has denied that he didn't stand a threat in, but it is a warning. I am in still with him because a man like my brother Peter Obi is somebody that you cannot hold responsible in anything. A man that will be in the Labour Party and he's still sending a message to a ADC party, even shamming them with the idea of one tenor ruling of the nation. And yes, not to me, I'm actually swinging to that thing that he wants to do. And now he went back again. I will not say it is him that sent, but the message went through his supporters, telling Atiku to decline from his ambition. How can you hold that kind of man accountable? You are still in your party and you have refused to go to the ADC, which means that you know what you are doing. So
Is that not the same position as the FCT minister who is still in the PDP but outrightly every time says he would work for the APC presidential candidate? What differentiates the two now?
The FCT minister has made his land and care that he's not going to contest the election. You want to contest the election? This one is a different issue.
It doesn't change anything. Whether you are supporting the person and contesting the election or not, if you're in a party and you're doing something for another party, shouldn't it be anti-party? The point is, Chima, if you are saying that it is anti-party and it puts a dent on the credibility of an individual, then it's across board. Because in the past, Chima, if you listen to me, in the past, you have said similar thing about the FCT minister, but you did not see it as being a dent on his image for staying in the PDP and wanting to outrightly support or work for the APC. Whether you are there, whether you are running for office or not, doesn't change that fact. So if Peter Obi is in the Labour Party and he supports what the coalition is doing, that shouldn't put a dent in his credibility from how you've put it in the past.
Look at the distinction in this issue. You are in a Labour Party, you are forming a coalition, and you have not resigned from your immediate party to join the ADC. Then you send a message, you send them a manifesto.
There has been no message or no manifesto from Peter Obi that's in public knowledge, Chima. Thank you. There's no message that we've seen from Peter Obi signed by him, and we've not also heard him in any of the public space, anywhere, saying that, Atiku should shun his ambition. Not seen, not heard by him at least. So if you saw something somewhere else, I think you should deal with it from the point of speculation, allegations, or even politically cooked up. That's the angle you should be dealing with such from, until at least we hear from the man himself saying exactly that this is what he says, or this is something that was signed by him. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Hello, good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, welcome.
Good morning, Andrew.
Yeah.
This is Akuku from Apokeche.
Okay, go ahead.
If Obi can go to coalition, nothing bad over it, because the Labour has been scattered. Opposition, the APC have scattered Labour. For him to go there, he can get something from coalition than to stay in Labour. And don't tell it, because this is a politics. Well, if the church cannot change, you tell your church. That's all about it. Obi can go to coalition and make sure that maybe he can become the candidate of that party, presidential candidate of that party, moreover. And he gets something. For me, he has to dump Labour. It's not meant to continue till this time around. No more scram over it. Let me stop here. Thank you, Andrew.
All right, thank you very much. You can call us on 0817-923-0009. 0817-923-0009. That's a number you can all call to get to us at the moment. Slight issues we're having with the other phone lines. So please, again, call us up on 0817-923-0009, or you send in a WhatsApp message to 0809-030-6416. Nigeria Info, good morning. Please, can you turn down the volume of your radio set completely? Sorry, but I have to end the call there. This one says, Ezenye Chima from Maryland says, simple truth is that police is compromised. Hence, unnecessary intelligence gathering. Suddenly, white people are being killed across the board without any police intel as the root of the problem. Thank God Ability says, good morning. There's no difference between warning and threats. They are the same. The governor of Edo State telling Peter Obi not to enter Edo State without his permission is what I call abuse of office and the oath he swore to protect. They should call the governor to order. Thank God Ability Atuegbu, that came in from you. And then this one says, Peter Obi is being followed not because of party but his personality. Even if he moved to another party, his followers will still move with him. Cliff Austin Rodriguez, you sent that message in. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning, my brother man.
You're welcome.
Thank you. My name is Good News. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Let me start by saying that Peter Obi, the likes of Peter Obi and Ameji, for me, they are like cocoyam. They are like banana stem. So that any place you drop them, they germinate. Now, for Peter Obi to visit a state, and the governor is saying that he did not want, he did not threaten, but warn that he should seek permission from him. Is it not against the Nigerian Constitution that calls for free movement and free association? Number one. Number two, I see fear in the heart of the governor and the likes of those persons who claim they are in authority. Because if he's not afraid, why will then be sounding the way they are sounding? First of all, they ensure that opposition is dead, but to their surprise, ADC is coming and coming like a white fire. They should wait to hear see what will happen more. Then they will learn to respect Constitution. If not, all he needs to do as a governor is tell him welcome the man. If he's not afraid, make sure that the police after when it comes to doing the illegality, the governors are in charge of security in their state. But when it comes to doing the right thing, they say no, they are not in charge of their state. If not, why will he say they should get permission from him? The commissioner of police of that state is in charge of security and permission from the IG. Well, let us see how the game goes. But I think there is fear and perpetual fear in their body. That's what I can say right now.
All right. Thank you. Good news. 0817-923-0009. Okudili Wogu says, why the panic and anxiety towards Peter Obi's ambition? I thought this opposition I think they are indirectly making him popular. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning, Etienne.
We have a few seconds, unfortunately, but let's hear you. Go on.
Yes, I think the governor of those states standing that way, for me, is not good. Every citizen has right to go wherever he wants to go. We are one Nigeria. No matter the political divide, let us do it in love so that people that are following us will not also be violent. Thank you. I remain Chief Comrade. I am Briggs.
All right. Thank you very much. I am Briggs. A short commercial is underway. This one says, Edo governor is just being petty. That's how I see it. Melody from Uniport sent that one in. We'll take a commercial now. The program continues.
Stay with us.
Nigeria Info.
We'll be back.
quickly now, we get over to my guest. But just before we do that, so we are clear on what was said by the governor of Edo State, just take a listen to what he said during a rally.
I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it.
All right, so that's parts of what he said, and he went on to repeat the fact that he needs to be told before Peter Obi comes in to Edo State. Now, where we've had issues is many saying that whatever happens to him while he's in Edo State, without first informing the government, well, that's up to him. Well, this morning now, we will be speaking with my guest. She is the Director, Strategic Communication and Media for the Obidient Movement. Nana Kazaure will be joining us this morning on the show. In the meantime, you can get on YouTube at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. You can also get on to us on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Remember, you can send in your thoughts and questions using the WhatsApp number 0809 030 6416. The Edo State governor has come out to say he did not threaten the former Anambra State governor, Dr. Peter Obi. That's what he has said, that he did not threaten the former Edo State, Anambra State governor. Well, the argument for many has been him saying that he cannot guarantee the safety of Peter Obi anytime he comes into Edo State without informing him. She is considered a threat by some. Well, what are your thoughts? 0817 923 0007. 0817-923-0007. Now we have my guest on the line, Nana Kazaure, the Director, Strategic Communication and Media, Obidient Movement. Madam, good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Good morning to viewers, listeners. Good morning.
All right, fantastic. If you can help us keep a phone on portrait, it's on landscape, and it's you don't appear very well on the screen, so if you can keep it on portrait, that would be fantastic. Okay, thank you very much. Much better now. So we don't take much of your time. You already have informed me of how busy you are. We'll just cut to the chase. Let's start with Edo State. Just before we had you on, we had to play the clip to listen to what the governor said in detail, so that we have we don't paraphrase and then take him out of context. And he had said that there's a new sheriff in town, and His Excellency Peter Obi needs to inform him before coming to Edo State. Otherwise, he cannot guarantee his safety. If he comes to Edo State, if anything happens to him, he cannot be held accountable. For the Obidient Movement, what's the response to this? We know that several individuals have been responding, but for the Obidient Movement across the country, how are you receiving this?
It's not just about the Obidient Movement. Good morning, viewers, listeners, everybody. It's not just only the Obidient Movement. This is a call to action for all Nigerians, because you cannot infringe upon the rights of a Nigerian. Section 31. If you read I did put out a communique. I put out a very strongly worded press release, and section 31 of the 41 of the Nigerian Constitution, as amended, the 99 Constitution as amended, guarantees every Nigerian's movement. There's freedom of speech, there's freedom of association, and there's also freedom of movement. It is wrong and very disrespectful of the Edo State governor to say that Peter Obi's, and he was very emphatic. He said Peter Obi's safety can never be guaranteed, and I'm serious about it. you're not serious about the educational system in your government. You're not serious about the healthcare in your government. I was on Channels Television just now, and before I came on, they were talking about dengue fever. Guess the state that is the highest in Nigeria? Edo State. So there's a lot of work for the governor to do to show that he's in step and he's not tone deaf to the people of Edo State. Edo State people are known for calling themselves the headquarters of the Obidient Movement. We won the Edo State in 2023. So it's wrong for you to call anybody, let alone His Excellency PB. It was in such bad taste. It's not a good brand. It's not a good outing for the governor. It's quite disgraceful to come out and, for cheap brownie points for his paymasters, to come out and just say the kind of thing that I don't even want to repeat it, because in Nigeria, what somebody who is in leadership should be able. It's unfortunate that the governor had to say what he said, because what you can tell that it's going to be difficult for his handler to whitewash this, because damage control is a very, very expensive venture. It's an unnecessary one most of the time, and this is the situation we find. Obedience are not happy. Nigerians have had people from all across Nigeria, irrespective of their political affiliations, who have called me to say this thing is very wrong and Nigerians must stand up to it. Personally, I feel that the Obidient Movement, and I have been doing, we should actually take this to court. I support the senior advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Femi Falana, that has said it, that it is actionable and we do have a case. And so if we decide to take the matter legally, then again, Nigeria's judiciary, all eyes will be on the judiciary. You cannot threaten people's lives. All Mr. Peter Obi came to do in your state is give charity.
But his argument is there is standard practice.
Resources. I don't know how that is a danger.
But there's the argument There's the argument some people make. Sorry to interrupt you so we can manage the time. There's the argument some people make, and it is one that states that, well, it's not out of place if the governor feels that, okay, you should inform me so we can prepare or provide adequate security for you. That's
not what he said. Let's not twist it. If that was what he said, I doubt you and I will be having this conversation right now. He did say that. Let's not make excuses for bad behavior. Let's not make excuses for somebody and his bad grammar. Let's not make excuses for somebody who's dropping the ball on the on Edo State, and even whether you're an indigent or a non-indigent. Please, let's stop making excuses for bad behavior by speaking.
So you think this is political, in your opinion? You think it's all politically?
Absolutely. Okay, was he addressing from the video clip, which all of us saw? Was he talking to security operatives within his state?
He wasn't at a rally, and that was where he made that comment.
I don't understand when we're trying to whitewash and we're trying to paint and we're trying to change. It was what it was. What he should do is take the honorable step rather than make excuses for his bad behavior. Yeah. What he should do is just come and apologize. It goes beyond Peter Obi now. It goes beyond. The man represents a group of people, a whole demography of people. So it's not about whether we are opposition or not. It's not about whether, it's about the fundamental human rights of the Nigerian citizen. I always say Nigerians are the most fantastic, resilient people on the face of this earth. And we cannot, in our own country, continue to be treated as second-rate, second-class, third-class citizens because some irresponsible people are in power or have come to a place of authority. Nigeria and Edo State is not a motor park adventure. Our responsibility, being the executive governor, it goes beyond the rhetoric of threats. You cannot use veiled threats to speak to people. You're wielding a very strong position. And the thing is, that things degenerate quickly. It's wrong. It's in very bad taste. It does not speak well of the Edo State governor.
What would you then say?
Right now that the NSA and the IG of police should have put a very strong statement condemning what he has said, because these things are wrong and can be misconstrued.
All right, Ms. Nana, quickly, what would you then say about the Kaduna State situation? Because the police command, His Excellency's birthday was it 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken, and there was an advisory that came out, and it said, well, they had credible intelligence that people were going to hijack the rally and perpetrate crime with it. How would you respond to that? What's your view?
No. What I read in their communique, they talked about elections on the scene. They were worried that things could, which thing was, that's how you give advice. You understand that was an advice. Right. That was, but it did not diminish the Obidient Movement and the celebrations that happened across board. The beauty of what happened on our day of service, celebration of Obedient Day of Service, was that all across the nation, we did it peacefully. Nigerians, Obedience, came out with their own funding. They bought fuel for commuter. They paid for commuter transport. People were barbing on the streets, giving free barbing services. They went to the correctional centers. They went to IDP centers. It was one day that was, shows the infectiousness of the kind of charity that Mr. Peter Obi does, and we decided to amplify that all over the nation. Where the celebrations happened, there was no record of violence. There was no people used their own personal resources, as we have always done in the past, to support this cause, to celebrate a man that we call an icon. And like I said, his infectiousness for charity, is something that, Obedience decided to replicate on a very large scale. People cooking, people were frying, people were cooking rice, people were serving drinks, giving water. It was just about a day of service. Nigerians are one of the best people on the face of the earth. Obedience leading the cause. Obedience didn't care about tribe. They didn't care about creed. They didn't care about religion. They didn't care anything. They just wanted to say a new Nigeria is possible. They wanted to share love, and they shared it well. Kudos to the Obidient Movement. If every Nigerian behaved, like the Obidient Movement did on Saturday, then Nigeria would even be a much more better place. And it's time. I did say in my statement, I wrote that Okpebholo's threat was a threat to national unity. And guess what the Obedience did the very next day? They showed that with or without, whether or not you threaten Nigerians, we will still come out and stand for one another in truth, in unity, and in peace. I emphasize that the Obedience, we've been named all kinds of things. They call us all manner of names. But one you will know is that we are truly peaceful people. People mistake passion of youth for all the words that they call, which I will not share on air. I will not repeat those words. I'm very careful about what I allow come into my space.
Okay.
But kudos to the Obidient Movement.
They
did an amazing job.
One more question before we let you go. One more question before we let you go on with your day. The coalition ADC. There's been several videos, pictures. In fact, we've seen His Excellency support that movement. And for some people, there is the concern that, well, could this dampen the support he has from young people? Would it change anything? For the Obidient Movement, where do you stand and how do you see this? For now, yes, we know he isn't a part of the ADC, but then he is in support of what they are doing and what the coalition stands for. Do you see that affecting his momentum in any way?
It hasn't grown the interest, in His Excellency Peter Obi. The people who are saying that it will dampen it, they're people from the other side, and it's okay for them to have their dissenting voices. I don't expect them to praise us, but the truth of the matter, it hasn't dampened anything. Let me quote Ludacris, the rapper, and he said, where he says, when I move, you move, just like that. This is the obedience. Where PO moves, we move, just like that. So we're waiting for his call. We respect him, and we know that he's going to make the right decision for his ambition. Remember, we've always told him he's running for that office through us. You understand? It's not just about him. And like I said on another channel on Saturday, he will not be bamboozled into making a decision. But the coalition is very welcome. You know why? He's no more a lone voice in the wilderness, just him speaking. Now more and more people are joining the coalition. More and more people are showing that they're disenfranchised with the way the government has been run so far. And so it's a good thing that we're building strength in numbers in the coalition. You don't have to belong to a political party, a specific political party, to be a member of the coalition. And that's where we are at right now with the coalition. And we wish everybody well within the coalition. His Excellency Peter Obi has said it clearly that he's still in the Labour Party. Come 2027, inshallah, he's going to run for the office of president. Believe him, we trust him, we're watching, and we support him.
All right. That's how much we can take. Nana Kazaure there, the Director, Strategic Communication and Media, Obidient Movement. Thank you again for your time. We hope to speak with you many more times in the future. Have yourself a great day.
You too. Have a great day and a fantastic week ahead.
All right, then. So there you heard from the Obidient Movement and what their thoughts is on the situation in Edo State, the statement that came in from the Kaduna State Police Command. For those of us who haven't seen it, you could go on the Vanguard newspaper. You get details of what was said by the Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Mansir Hassan, speaking about what intel they gathered. Well, we don't have a lot of time. Unfortunately, it's the reason why we couldn't give us the opportunity to get in. Besides, our engineers are trying to sort out issues we have with the phone lines. But I'll take some of your WhatsApp messages. You can still call us on 0817 923 0009. 0809 030-6416 is the WhatsApp number. 0809-030-6416. This one says Edo State Governor should apologize because he threatened Mr. Obi. Cliff Austin Rodriguez, that came in from you. We have a poll going on X. So get on X and let us know what you think about if Mr. Peter Obi goes to the ADC. Would it affect his personality? Would it affect his popularity? Let us know what you think. I'll be giving out the result of the poll before we wrap things up. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Andrew, good morning.
Good morning.
Andrew, it's Cookie Gam, Andrew.
On Cookie Gam.
I listen to her guys. Oh, I love that lady's voice. And that I just have some people in this country in Nigeria who can represent us. I don't know why the NIP would have up to 70, 80 will not allow young men to take over this Nigeria. I appreciate that you are getting this one. Andrew, you see, in a conversation this morning, I heard that what Obi is doing, people say what Obi is doing is wrong. But I want to draw the attention of Nigerians. You see, remember Nyendeba in Nigeria happened to the train, Nyendeba. A certain person running for APC and running for PDP. So, former Governor Wike is an APDP member. It is supporting APC. It's not as a party. What does Obi is doing? And Wike is doing the worst compared to what Obi is doing. Obi that was Wike that was in his party killed PDP and was in APC. And Obi done such a thing. I don't know why people start to talk from the boot of their mouth. What Obi is doing? Obi wants to salvage this country, Nigeria, from this dungeon government of this Tinubu. That's what he's doing. That's what to be the good Nigeria for ourselves, for our children. And I'm above 50. I want to see a country where Nigeria will be a good country for my own unborn generation. This government has killed this country, Nigeria. So I want to beg Nigeria to join the coalition.
All right.
To break people down.
Thank you very much. That's how much we can take. Unfortunately, time would not allow us to take more of your comments. But remember to join the poll on X and let us know where you stand and what you think about if His Excellency Peter Obi joins the ADC. Would it affect his popularity and followership in any way? On Facebook, you can go and watch the whole conversation again with Nana Kazaure, the Director, Communication and Media, Obidient Movement, and then drop your comments. My name is Ifeebe Andrew. We take a short commercial now. Hello Port Harcourt will come afterwards with Jude. Good morning.